They said no woman could lead an army, so she built one that conquered kingdoms. In the red dust plains of ancient Hausaland, where empires rose and fell with the rhythm of war drums, a young girl stood watching warriors train beneath the burning sun. Her name was Queen Amina, and even as a child, there was something unsettling about the way she watched battle. Not with fear. Not with curiosity. But with hunger. Amina was born into royalty in the kingdom of Zazzau, modern-day Zaria in Nigeria. Her mother, Queen Turunku, was a powerful ruler, but even she could not have predicted the storm her daughter would become. While other girls were taught marriage, diplomacy, and silence, Amina chose a different path. She followed soldiers. She studied weapons. She memorized strategies. And when no one was watching, she trained. By the time she was a teenager, Amina could ride faster than most men, wield a sword with deadly precision, and command attention without speaking a word. But the world around her whispered, "A woman can never rule through war." Amina didn't argue. She waited. Years passed. Her younger brother Karama took the throne of Zazzau. Amina did not protest, but she did not sit idle either. Instead, she joined the military. Not as a figurehead. Not as royalty. But as a soldier. And then, as a commander. She led troops into battle after battle, proving herself not with words, but with victories. Her name began to spread across Hausaland like wildfire. Enemies who once laughed at the idea of a female warrior, began to fear her. They said she fought like 10 men. They said she never retreated. They said when Amina rode into battle, the earth itself trembled. Still, she waited. Because she knew her time was coming. When her brother died, the throne stood empty. And this time, Amina stepped forward. No hesitation. No apology. No permission. She became queen. But Amina was not interested in simply ruling. She wanted to expand. To dominate. To build an empire that would outlive her name. So she did what no ruler before her had dared to do at such scale. She transformed the military. Queen Amina didn't just lead soldiers, she redefined warfare in West Africa. She built one of the most disciplined and feared armies of her time, reportedly commanding over 20,000 troops. But her greatest contribution? Military innovation. Where other kingdoms relied on temporary defenses, Amina introduced something revolutionary. Fortified city walls. These walls, known as Ganuwar Amina Amina's walls, were constructed around conquered territories to protect them from invasion and rebellion. It was genius. Every city she conquered became stronger. Every victory became permanent. She wasn't just winning battles. She was building a legacy. Amina led her army across vast lands, from the edges of Hausaland to regions far beyond. Trade routes fell under her control. Cities surrendered before her arrival. Kings paid tribute to avoid her wrath. Gold, cola nuts, leather, and slaves flowed into Zazzau, transforming it into a center of wealth and power. But Amina wasn't just conquering for riches. She was securing dominance. She understood something most rulers didn't. Control the trade, and you control the future. Her campaigns expanded Zazzau's influence across regions that are today part of northern Nigeria and beyond. And everywhere she went, she left her mark. Literally. The walls. The fear. The legend. But greatness is never free. War takes its toll. Stories say Amina never married. Some claim she chose the battlefield over love. Others whisper darker tales, that no man could ever truly stand beside her. Her life became war. Her identity became conquest. And though she ruled with unmatched strength, she walked a lonely path. Because when you rise above everyone else, there is no one left beside you. No one knows exactly how Queen Amina died. But her story? It never ended. Centuries later, her name still echoes through history. In the walls that still stand. In the stories told by firelight. In the pride of a people who remember a queen who refused to be limited. A woman who didn't ask for power. She took it. Queen Amina wasn't just a ruler. She was a force. A strategist. A pioneer of military architecture. A symbol of what happens when courage refuses to bow to tradition. She didn't just change Zazzau. She changed history. If this story opened your eyes, if it made you feel something, if it reminded you that greatness has no gender, then don't just scroll away. Like this story. Subscribe for more powerful African histories. Comment, Amina the Conqueror, if you made it to the end. Because stories like this deserve to be heard. And legends like Queen Amina should never be forgotten.